This is my video for our clinical pediatrics interaction at the Mount Pleasant High School. So first I'm just going to kind of talk about the whole kind of like what we did, and then I'll go in and answer all the questions kind of afterwards. So I worked with Zach, and he was very difficult to get moving. Almost like it was really hard to get him to do certain tasks that he, like, if he didn't want to do it, he wasn't going to do it. So we just started out by walking in the hallways, and then we brought out the pop darts that he doesn't really like, but it gets him to move and bend over and reach, because you can stick them up on the windowsill and stuff like that. So the caregiver and I would grab a handful of them and place them on like I said, the windowsills to get that upper extremity reaching. We put them on the stairs so he could go up and down the stairs, and you have to bend over, pick some up, and kind of scan, use his visual scan to just find them all and pick them up. And then and he was able to navigate the stairs really well. So we would kind of put him on the stairs too, so you'd walk up, bend over, grab him, stuff like that, just to challenge him a little bit. And then the caregiver mentioned that he likes riding his bike, this little bike he has. So we were gonna go there, but then the fight occurred, so we had to walk the long way around to get to the room. So that kind of hindered a little bit of the plan. So we had once we got to the room, I just set up a small little obstacle course. I had the foam beam for his balance, and then I had some hurdles he could step over. And I just placed the pop darts on those and around, so he would have to step over and balance on the foam beam. It was kind of tough at first because he would just avoid it. So then I would put it close enough where he had to actually step over, or I put it on the foam beam where he couldn't just like avoid the obstacles. And towards the end of the session, I would just kind of grab the pop darts and kind of throw them out, so he would go reach for them, and he was getting very upset. He was letting me know too. So he grabbed the pop darts bag that they were in and hid them underneath the green bag that he ended up throwing into the mop bucket. But so that kind of gave me the sign, like, okay, he's probably done. And it was good timing because it was right when we were wrapping everything up. So then we just walked. I had him walk around the little gym that we were in until they were ready to go. So that's kind of everything that happened. I'll go through and answer the questions and stuff like that. But it was a really good experience, because the first experience I had with the first student, he was more, he could talk with him, and he was more understanding on like what I wanted them to do. Whereas with Zach, he was very difficult. You almost had to like make him a little angry for him to move. So it was a little different learning style. All right. So describe the child, young adult that I interacted with, and the environment. So like I said, I was with Zach. I'm not really sure the diagnosis. I want to say it's like maybe autism, and I don't know. He's non-vocal, but he uses sounds to let you know how he's feeling. I would estimate he's probably like mid-20s. Motor impairments, I wouldn't really say there's much there. He moved a lot, moved around well, but the cognitive ones he just kind of, like you said, he didn't really use words, he used more sounds over that. Activities we did pop darts, obstacle course, walked around. And like I said, we were going to do the bike, but a certain situation arose where we couldn't do that. Impairments, I think the one is not, I don't think you really understood what we wanted him to do. So just the pop darts were really I wouldn't say only way, but the easiest way to get him to move around and do everything like that. I know it says discuss 3, but that's like the big one that I can think of, because he could move around pretty well. Strengths would be the pop darts. Yeah, he was really engaged with those. Strengths would be his motor ability, being able to navigate up and down stairs over obstacles like that with ease, really. So that was good to see. And then how did the paraprofessional team modify the activity? Well, she kind of introduced me to him and told me what he likes, doesn't like, how to get him moving, and I just kind of used that to kind of plan for certain things. And then a learning experience I took away is being able to work with someone where it's difficult to, like talk like one-on-one, like I would, like how you and I would. So it was a good experience in that aspect.